I call to order this meeting of the Knox County Commission for Monday, December 18th. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Lundy,
Here.
Commissioner Durrett. Here. Commissioner Oster. Here. Commissioner Ward. Here. Commissioner Schoonmaker.
Here.
Commissioner Hill.
Here.
Commissioner Lee. Here. Commissioner Beeler.
Here.
Commissioner Daly.
Here.
Commissioner Jay.
Here.
Commissioner Frazier.
Present.
All 11 members are present.
Thank you. Also to my right, next to Vice Chair Oster, is our Assistant Law Director, Mr. Moyers, and to the left of me from our clerk's office is Haley Evans and Kim Ellis. Do we have any elected officials in the office or prior elected officials that I should recognize? I see it. Thank you. Thank you. I see our mayor here. Thank you, Mayor Jacobs, and Mr. Spangler. Thank you, and Mr. Biggs. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all being here. Any formal elected officials? Oh, all right. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you being here and continuing to take an interest in Knox County government. I believe there's a couple of brief introductions that Commissioner Durrett was wanting to make.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I did want to take a moment to recognize some of my Leadership Knoxville 24 class members that are in the audience.
Stand up. Let's see you.
Well, and we can't let Kevin Parton get away with not waving because he is also in my Leadership Knoxville class. Thank you all for being here.
Welcome. We appreciate very much you all coming. Our next item on the agenda is a devotional, and I'll turn it over to Commissioner Frazier.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We all come from various backgrounds and beliefs, but I would like to take a moment of personal privilege and share with you all what the Christmas story means to me as someone who puts faith and trust in the redemptive work of Jesus Christ through his birth, his death on the cross, and his subsequent resurrection. For me, the good news of Christmas is that even when the world or our circumstances change, the message that God sent his son Jesus to give us hope, love, and joy never changes. When there's so much bad news and devastation in the world, this is good news worth celebrating. I've come to believe that the story of Christmas is one of profound courage. More specifically, courage for the sake of love. This is so brilliantly evident in the way in which God orchestrated the way Jesus came to be. Mary, a young virgin woman, would experience great fear, rejection from her family, friends, and community, and the pain of watching her son endure a lifetime of immense persecution. But Mary would demonstrate incredible strength and courage for the sake of her love for God, for her son, and for fellow man. Joseph, known as a righteous and considerate man, was called to question and his character and integrity scrutinized. But somehow, he found the courage to protect a wife, father a child, all for the sake of love. And Jesus, never before or after has any man suffered the full range of hardships of life in a fallen world, all for the sake of love, than my Lord Jesus Christ. Hunger, homelessness, rejection, sadness, grief, betrayal, mockery, violence, misrepresentation, physical torment, and death. He came and endured all these things so that those who would accept him as their Savior would have what could never be earned or achieved on our own, courageously for the sake of love. So this Christmas, may love come alive within you. May hope fill the room around you. May peace go before you, and may the courage of Christ never leave you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Our next item is the Pledge of Allegiance, and I turn the chair over to Commissioner Lundy.
Okay. Everybody stood, so salute and pledge.
Madam Chair,
Yes, sir.
do you think this body could take just a moment of silence to recognize an outstanding leader in our community who passed away last week, Dr. Clarence Sexton? Not only was he an unbelievable man of faith, but he just had an immense love for this country of ours. And he was one of those community leaders that I don't see anybody standing in the wings that can replace him at this time. But he was just terrific to everybody. And I was just wondering if this body could take a moment of silence in his recognition.
Certainly. Please bow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Seeing no other lights, we'll move on to the business of the commission. Our amendments to the commission tonight, to the agenda, these are already on your agenda, adding items 12, 26, 33, and 55. Also noted on your agenda for deferral, items 48 and 50 deferred to January. Item 53 deferred to February. And item 47 deferred to March. We have no withdrawals. Our non-consent items. Item 34, 35, 38, 39, 40, 46, 49, 51, 52, 54, and 55. Do I have a motion, please, to approve the amendments to the agenda?
So moved.
So, motion by Jay,
Second.
second by Durant. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Now may I have a motion to approve the educational and consent agenda? Motion by Daley. Second by Beeler. Any discussion? Seeing no lights, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Madam Clerk.
Item number 34, Resolution 101, recognizing Bella's Blessings for partnering with East Tennessee Children's Hospital to support families who are unexpectedly admitted for any type of illness.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion to approve by Durant, second by Lundy. Seeing no lights, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Commissioner Durant, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I wanted to bring this resolution to commission to recognize the work that Bella's Blessings has done for families who have experienced crisis with their children, who might have to spend the night at Children's Hospital or might have to spend several nights. Basically, they are here to help those whose world has been turned upside down by illness. And the worst thing that could happen to a family is for that to happen to a child. And so I am so grateful for Bella's Blessings, for the Hare family, and for Miss Annabella Hare for passing on this gift that they have been able to do in her honor. So with that, I will read this resolution. Whereas on September 22nd, 2021, Annabella Hare was diagnosed with a rare brain tumor known as juvenile pilocytic astrocytoma. And the tumor was the size of a large tangerine, which was causing her to struggle with normal daily activities. And whereas the tumor was discovered during an outpatient MRI, and upon discovery, her parents were told that Annabella was being admitted directly into the ICU and had brain surgery 20 hours later. And whereas, after the successful removal of her tumor, Annabella didn't have to go through radiation or chemotherapy, but has been in both physical and occupational therapy for the past 2 years as she continues to recover. And whereas the Hare family was blessed to live close to East Tennessee Children's Hospital and to have support from friends and community during this unexpected hospital stay, and they realized quickly that many other families are not as fortunate as they travel long distances to be at East Tennessee Children's Hospital or do not have a strong support system. And whereas in December of 2021, just 3 months following Annabella's diagnosis and surgery, Annabella's parents, Brian and Jamie Hare, decided to start Bella's Blessings to benefit East Tennessee Children's Hospital. And whereas Bella's Blessings helps patients and families who are unexpectedly admitted to Children's Hospital by providing items including, but not limited to, restaurant gift cards, cell phone chargers, clothing, gas gift cards, night lights, sound machines, air mattresses, and a host of other items that may be needed by the family or their child. And whereas in December of 2022, the first Blessings Drive took place where funds and gift cards were collected from numerous individuals and organizations and provided over 70 families who were admitted to Children's Hospital over Christmas with a cup full of gift cards to local restaurants, grocery stores, and gas stations on Christmas Eve, along with a handwritten note of encouragement. And whereas to date, over $50,000 has been raised for Bella's Blessings, and the second drive is underway to raise funds and collect gift cards that will be delivered between 75 and 80 families at East Tennessee Children's Hospital this year on Christmas Eve. And whereas the Knox County Commission wishes to recognize and commend Bella's Blessings in its mission to support the next family that steps into uncharted territory with their child and to remind them that someone is with them during their journey. Now therefore be it resolved by the Commission of Knox County as follows. The Commission of Knox County hereby recognizes Bella's Blessings for its compassion and support of families who are unexpectedly admitted to East Tennessee Children's Hospital and wishes the organization success as it continues to strive to help the families at Children's. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be presented to the Hare family on behalf of Bella's Blessings. Be it further resolved that this resolution is to take effect from and after its passage as provided by the Charter of Knox County, Tennessee, the public welfare requiring it. So friends, having a child that we frequent Children's, this is an incredible gift. And so I thank you all. Would anybody like to say anything?
Madam Chair, Madam Sitting Chair, and Commissioners, thank you all for this resolution this evening. It's humbling to be able to stand here on behalf of all the families that are affected that spend extended periods of time at East Tennessee Children's Hospital. Whenever our daughter was diagnosed, our world was turned upside down. But we were thankful and blessed beyond measure to have friends that literally showed up like pack mules, bringing us clothes, bringing us phone chargers, the things that we didn't think of when we went for an outpatient MRI, which 20 hours later found out that our daughter was going to be having brain surgery. We wanted to do this as a way to stand in the gap for those families. And it's one thing that it feels good to give this time of year because this is a season of giving. But I want to encourage everyone here tonight to remember that after the Christmas season, the doors will still be opening and closing to patients coming and going for East Tennessee Children's Hospital. And my prayer is that those families will not be overlooked and will not be forgotten. And that's what our purpose is for our organization.
Good evening. I'm Adam Cook. I'm the Chief Development and Marketing Officer at East Tennessee Children's Hospital. On behalf of, I think we have a board member here in Brian Ferguson. We have Development Advisory Board and Commissioner Lundy. Thank you for what you all as a commission do to raise the flag and wave the flag of East Tennessee Children's Hospital. So many of you have been supporters of Children's Hospital, and like the Hare family said, and Brian said so well, we are a unique children's hospital because we are your children's hospital. And as much as we want to make sure we're the Children's Hospital in Knox County, we are the Children's Hospital for all of East Tennessee. Last year alone, we saw patients from 88 of the 95 counties in Tennessee and patients from all 50 states in the United States. But it really boils down to one patient at a time, patients like Bella, our children, our grandchildren, our next door neighbors. So thank you for the support that the commission provides to East Tennessee Children's Hospital. Thank you for this recognition tonight for Bella's blessings, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Commissioners, if you wouldn't mind, Miss Bella would love to have her photo made with us.
Next item.
Item number 35, Resolution 102, honoring Kelly Schultz upon her retirement from Knoxville Habitat for Humanity.
Motion to approve?
Motion by Frazier, second by Schoonmaker. Any objections? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The floor is yours, Commissioner Frazier.
Thank you, Madam Chair. You know, those who are called to serve oftentimes ask themselves, have I done enough? Is there more that I can do? And I hope that when Kelly Schultz asks herself that question, that she can confidently say, I have done so much, because you have. And that is why I wanted to have the privilege to celebrate her this evening for her 3 decades of putting others before herself as she closes one chapter at Habitat for Humanity. But I have a feeling that her public service will go on. And thank you. Thank you for inspiring others to leave that kind of legacy. We are so grateful. And so I'd like to read the resolution. Whereas, after 30 years of exceptional leadership, the President CEO of Knoxville Habitat for Humanity, Kelly Schultz, will be retiring on December 31st, 2023. And whereas, since assuming leadership in 1995, Kelly Schultz has transformed the organization into a housing solution powerhouse in Knoxville, evolving from constructing a modest number of homes each year to emerging as the foremost developer of affordable housing in Knox County. And whereas, under her guidance, Knoxville Habitat has significantly increased its home building and repair services for low-income families, peaking at 24 homes a year in 2018 and completing numerous impactful projects, including the notable 200,000th, that's a hard one, guys, house built by Habitat for Humanity globally. Globally, let that sink in. Whereas Kelly's leadership steered Knoxville Habitat through the challenging times of 2008 and 2009, the Great Recession, during which it became the largest home builder in the city, aiding many subcontractors. And whereas Kelly's efforts have earned Knoxville Habitat recognition as a top 40 habitat affiliate worldwide, reflecting its high housing production rate and expansion into critical home repair services for low-income homeowners. And whereas, beyond building homes, Kelly's initiatives have fueled economic and social progress in low and moderate income communities, enhancing neighborhood livability, family stability, and educational outcomes. And whereas in 2022, under Kelly's direction, the Knoxville Habitat successfully completed a $5 million capital campaign, and presently the organization is developing its fourth affordable home neighborhood, Ellens Glen, and is preparing for its fifth community. And whereas Kelly's leadership extends beyond Knoxville Habitat as she actively led the East Tennessee Executive Directors Group, served on the Habitat Tennessee Board of Directors and the U.S. Council for Habitat International, and fostered collaborations with local organizations, and her initiatives have provided labor and expertise for projects like Restoration House and Seed's first affordable home. And whereas, as a graduate of UTK, Leadership Knoxville, and Leadership East Tennessee, and a sustaining member of the Junior League of Knoxville, Kelly's leadership skills are well recognized, and her outstanding contributions were honored in 2015 when she was named Outstanding Leader of the Year by Habitat Tennessee. And whereas the Knox County Commission wishes to recognize and commend Kelly Schultz for her enduring impact and exemplary service to our community. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Commission of Knox County as follows. The Commission of Knox County hereby honors Kelly Schultz for her compassionate and dedicated service to our community in leading Knoxville Habitat for Humanity for a remarkable 30 years, and we wish her the best in her much-deserved retirement. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be presented to Kelly Schultz. Be it further resolved that this resolution is to take effect from and after its passage as provided by the Charter of Knox County, Tennessee, the public welfare requiring it. Please stand and give her a round of applause. She's earned it.
When she sent this to me to review it, I said, I don't know who you're talking about, but that was very, very kind of you. I want to thank all of you all for this recognition. Retirement is something that's going to be really new and challenging for me because I don't sit still. So to Kim's point, I probably will be finding something to do soon. But we are here, and I get to stand before you as the mouthpiece for Knoxville Habitat for the past 30 years, but the work has really been done by the community. It's been done by the volunteers, the staff. It's been done by the donors, the folks who continue to believe and give how they can give to this work. And as you all know, homeownership right now is so unattainable for so many, and it's very, very hard. And fundraising right now just to try to get folks into an affordable home is pretty non-existent. So we're continuing, we're trying. Thanks to the support of you all, I want to give a big thanks to Mayor Jacobs and Knox County Community Development for the continued support of Ellens Glen and our new subdivision, and they have to pass that all through you as well. So thank you all very, very much for supporting our ministry, for supporting housing, and for supporting me tonight. Thank you. I'll see you at the next Republican Women Gathering.
Thank you. We now move into public forum for agenda items only. Is there a John Farber here? He had signed up actually for zoning items, so I was not sure if he knew that we didn't start zoning till 7. The other speaker we have signed up is Constance Everly.
My name is Constance Every.
Thank you, ma'am. And I understand you signed up to speak on 2 agenda items.
6 and 12.
Number 6 and number 12, thank you. You'll have 3 minutes to speak on each item if you give your name and county of residence, please.
Yes, can you scroll to the agenda item, please?
Item 6.
Yes, please.
Set that for 3 minutes, please. Thank you. You may begin.
Yes, Constance Every, Knox County residents. So the concern that we have here is obviously that we are taking in funding for special needs education and students, which is great, right? We need to definitely fund that initiative. But again, as always, it doesn't seem to matter if it's the city or the county. Nobody ever addresses the elephant. I'm sure you all have now at this point seen the Knoxville News Sentinel story of the parent who had a 4-year-old child who broke crowns and was stuffed in a closet as some form of mediation of discipline for his behavior. This is problematic because you know why? He is a special needs student. And the irony is that as I continue to talk about this, see, people have to understand how government works. The money is the control. Whoever holds the purse strings has all the power. And so you all should be using these roles with your economical accessibility as your stronghold and leverage for accountability. I cannot begin to understand why anyone who claims to be an adult, or for that matter, even a parent, whether you're a professional teacher or you drive a school bus or you work in the cafeteria, cannot seem to understand that a 4-year-old child does not deserve to be stuffed in a closet for breaking crowns. Shout out to Brian Hornback, who reminded me that broken crowns still colored. So what was the issue? And more importantly, where was the professionalism in how we addressed the concern? Because we know from the Knoxville News Sentinel story, the mother did reach out to the school board. The mother did reach out to representation. And the irony is that, as always, the typical form of cowardness, no response, nothing. Not a single explanation on why her child was stuffed in a closet, left by himself, crying, and when he gets asked by his own mother, how does he feel, what is wrong, he tells her, I feel trapped. But you know what? See, this is the problem. This is why we have the prison school pipeline happening in the first place, because we have white educators who are unfamiliar how to deal with black children, and the first thing you all see is criminalization, and this is a form of torture and treatment to our children because you are unrelatable. Data shows and proves that children perform better when the educator looks like them, lives like them, and comes from the same demographic of community and living lifestyle of them. But see, Knoxville, you can't do that. Now, can you? Part of the reason why you can't do that because you closed Knoxville College, which is one of our pillars of bringing black teachers into our schools in Knoxville in the first place. Shout out to my era of education because we got that. But the future generations are not getting that. But let's keep it real. I can't expect much from a council that murders children in high school for guns in the first place because you sure didn't kill the kids in West High School. You sure didn't kill the kids at Gibbs High School. And I know for a fact the Rule King killer who did kill someone who was a teenager himself is still alive. So let's keep it real. What I know I'm asking for is extremely outside of the bounds of what you all really, quote unquote, will be capable to do because you don't give a damn in the first place. I yield my time.
The next item, item 12, if you'd find that, please, on the overhead. The floor is yours.
Thank you. So yes, this initiative, again, we definitely gonna need some mental health services for these cops running around in our city, in our Knox County community, because again, the elephant in the room, the Starbucks employee. You know, it's ironic that police officers can lie under oath. They can write a whole police report, say whatever happens. We got body cams and dash cams. We got all this evidence today that exists. And how ironic that you all sit there and write lying reports on this man who was really doing his job. I mean, they were on private property. Starbucks does not want their drive-thru jammed up because Starbucks makes millions of dollars per minute, per hour, per day. So I ain't mad at the Starbucks Corporation for telling their employees, clear the parking lot because we're making money over here. But the irony is that this man was assaulted, he was beat up, He was charged. He was lied on. He was actually put on a mugshot with his injury so we could all see it. And then the audacity of Knox County Sheriff Department to sit up here when I saw, a couple weeks ago, Tom stand up here begging for money, literally, and you all gave it to him. And then we have this incident come out publicly. Shout out to Representative Sam McKenzie, who applied the necessary pressure of saying, release the body cam footage. We don't care what the cops say because we know they're liars. What we do want to see is what the evidence will show us, which is that they assaulted this man. And how ironic, the charges were literally dropped as soon as that request for the tape to go public came out. But my next question is, where are the charges for the cops? Where are the charges for the officer who lied? Where's the charges for the officer who beat him up? Where's the charge who was in violation in the first place of the Starbucks policy of their private property when he said, you got to clear this parking lot because my corporation said we are making money here? Where are those accountabilities at? Oh, they don't exist, exactly. But you know, the irony is that we know that their officers are unfit for duty. We have officers committing murder-suicides. How about we should address this mental health concern? You know, there are so many things that happen. See, I'm a military person. Military takes you through what's called a fit for service, a fit for duty evaluation. And you go through that twice a year. It's mental and it's physical. And the audacity is that you all will hire a high schooler, 18 years old, give him a gun, and somehow think that this is a person fit for duty when we know by the science that most teenagers are not even mentally capable of being adult-trained individuals until 25 to 26. But again, what am I really expecting from a city and a county who has shown the lack of care and consideration and, more importantly, the necessity of accountability? And again, I yield my time.
Next item, please.
Next item is the approval of minutes from the previous meeting.
Do I have
So
a
moved.
Jay.
Second.
Motion by Jay, second by Frazier. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 37, drives and roads. We have consideration of the acceptance of new county roads. A, Deer Crossing Drive. B, Willow Leaf Lane. C, White Sycamore Lane. These are all located in Ironwood Glen, District 6.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Hill, second by Jay. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item 38 is consideration of the closure of a portion of Old Dandridge Stagecoach Lane located in District 8. The proposed new terminus will be approximately 25 feet northeast of the southernmost intersecting corner between property now belonging to Pierce, parcel ID 097-168, and property now belonging to Nichols, parcel ID 084-224. This is on second reading.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Beeler, second by Frazier. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next.
Item 39, line item transfers, total amount of $26,311.01.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Jay, second by Schoonmaker. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 40, budget amendments, total amount of $204,111.28.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Jay, second by Schoonmaker. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next, we have notary applications. There were 150 received.
Motion to approve, please.
So moved.
Courtney by Durrett, motion by Durrett, second by Beeler. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 41, spread of record, the Knox County Mayor's order reappointing Charles Marth to the Board of Commissioners of the West Knox Utility District. Item number 42, spread of record, the Knox County Law Director's Office election of Michelle Ellis to serve as its representative on the Knox County Employee Insurance Benefits Committee for a term beginning January 1st, 2024 and ending December 31st, 2027. Item number 43 is spread of record, the Public Defender's Office election of Sandra Protopapa to serve as its representative on the Knox County Employee Insurance Benefits Committee beginning January 1st, 2024, and expiring December 31st, 2027. Item number 44 is spread of record of Employee Insurance Benefits Committee newly elected representatives, centralized election participants only. Item number 45, spread of record revisions to the Knox County procurement regulations.
Thank you. Continue.
Item number 46 is Resolution 110, confirming the Knox County Mayor's appointment of Herman Lathers and Rick Harrington to the Knox County Emergency Communications District Board of Directors and redesignation of Jeanette Bergen to serve in the seat of a woman on the board with a one-year extension to her term to expire January 1st, 2028.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Frazier, second by Daley. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next item.
Next item is number 49, Resolution 901, approving an economic impact plan for tax increment financing submitted by the Industrial Development Board of the County of Knox in connection with a multi-use development known as Prosperity Crossing located off El Camino Lane in Knox County, Tennessee, near the Watt Road interchange on I-4075.
Motion to approve?
Motion by Schoonmaker. Second by Frazier. Is there any discussion on this item? Yes,
Hello.
sir. Please
Steve
give us-
Maddox, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Thank you, sir.
I'm just here to answer any questions. I think everybody's pretty familiar with this project as long as we've been working on it, but I'm here to answer any questions. I will mention that we have been out there working for about the last 6 months, and we've got the site for the apartment complex about 99% complete, and the next thing up the hill that we'll be starting on are the ball fields. And then as it progresses on over, then it'll go to the medical and the hotels and restaurants and all the other things. But we started there with the apartments, and the ball fields will be the very next thing. So our time frame will probably be under construction for about another year because it's such a large project. But
Thank you. Thank you so much. Are there any questions or comments? I, for one, am thrilled. Thank you
Oh, absolutely.
so much.
Thank you.
So much. I know Commissioner Schoonmaker and I share that area out there, and I just think it's going to be a great asset to Knox County, and I appreciate your vision in all of this.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Commissioner Schoonmaker?
Thank you, Madam Chair. And it'd also be a great economic benefit for the businesses in the 5th and the 6th District as well, with overflow for hotels, restaurants, going to the Weigels, the Hardee's, whatever. So it's going to be a big opportunity out there.
I think a
And,
lot of the visitors will be using that new Topgolf quite a bit.
There you go.
There you go.
Watt Road has been discovered.
It has. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
All right, thank
Glad you're
you.
doing it. Thank you, sir. Next item, please.
Item number 51, Ordinance 102, amending the Knox County Code, Chapter 42, Article 2, Division 2, Section 42-62B, to allow a right of grievance for suspensions of any time length that result in a loss of pay. Ordinance number O-90-9-111, adopted September 10th, 1990, and ordinance number O-22-6-103, adopted July 25th, 2022, and this is on first reading.
Motion to
Thank you.
approve.
Second.
We need to have a roll call on this, actually.
Still need a motion.
Madam Clerk, if you call the roll.
Commissioner Lundy,
Aye.
Commissioner Durrett,
Aye.
Commissioner Oster. Aye. Commissioner Ward. Aye. Commissioner Schoonmaker,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Lee. Aye. Commissioner Beeler,
Aye.
Commissioner Daley,
Aye.
Commissioner Jay,
Aye.
Commissioner Frazier.
Aye.
That passes unanimously. Next item, please.
Item number 52 is ordinance 103, amending the Knox County Code, Chapter 14, Community Development by adding a new Article 3 to designate Knox County as a broadband-ready community pursuant to TN Code annotated 4-3-709, Knox County Code, Chapter 14, establishing Article 3 previously reserved on first reading.
Thank you. This also calls for roll call. Madam Clerk? Oh, I apologize. We do need a motion. Do I have a motion, please? Motion by Jay, second by Frazier. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Durrett?
Aye.
Commissioner Oster?
Aye.
Commissioner Ward? Aye. Commissioner Schoonmaker?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Lee? Aye. Commissioner Beeler?
Aye.
Commissioner Daley?
Aye.
Commissioner Jay?
Aye.
Commissioner Frazier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lundy.
Aye.
Passes unanimously. Next item, please.
Item number 54 is ordinance O-23-11-102, amending the Knox County Code, Chapter 6, Article 2, Animal Control, Section 6-31, definitions to amend the definition of animal control officer in order to authorize a third party to furnish animal control enforcement duties as set forth in the city and county charters and ordinances throughout the city and county. Ordinance number O-96-5-101, adopted June 24th, 1996. Ordinance number O-07-12-102, adopted January 28th, 2008. Ordinance number O-15-4-101, adopted May 26, 2015, and ordinance number O-19-3-102, adopted April 22nd, 2019, on second reading.
Thank you. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Durrett, second by Beeler. This also requires a roll call vote.
Madam
Clerk?
Chair. My light's not working.
Yes, sir. Commissioner Daley.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Last week I said that I wouldn't be in favor of this unless something was worked out with the mayor's office and engineering and Director Testerman, and that has been done, so I'll be anxious to keep following up on that to make sure it does happen. Thank you.
Are there any other comments? Seeing no lights, roll call, please.
Commissioner Oster?
Aye.
Commissioner Ward? Aye. Commissioner Schoonmaker?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Lee? Aye. Commissioner Beeler? Aye. Commissioner Daley?
Aye.
Commissioner Jay? Commissioner Frazier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lundy,
Aye.
Commissioner Durrett?
Aye.
Passes unanimously. Thank you. We have no one signed up for public forum. Next item, please.
Item number 55 is the discussion and approval of the May 2024 dates for commission work session and regular session meetings.
I'd like to make a motion to approve that. Motion by Hill, second by Frazier. Any discussion? All those in favor? It's changing the dates of our commission meeting to May 13th and May 20th. 13th being workshop and beer board, and 20th being the regular meeting.
Thank you.
Is there any other discussion on that? All those in favor? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Commissioner Daley. All right, any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you so much. We do meet again at 7 for zoning. In the meantime, are there any announcements, anything that needs?
Yes, Madam Chair, I'd like to thank everyone that participated in Wreaths Across America. I think it was one of the biggest turnouts, over 20,000. I don't think Buzz is here. Over 20,000 wreaths were laid by hundreds, even thousands of volunteers, and we'll be picking them up here in a couple of weeks. We could still use volunteers for that. And again, a shout out to my fellow commissioner for a donation It helped out on the cardboard, and we recycled the cardboard. It didn't go to the landfill. Thank you.
Commissioner Jay?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just wanted to remind everybody watching at home and our commissioners and those in attendance that our junior commissioner program, the deadline for applications is this Wednesday at 5:00 p.m. And please get your applications in so we can have a great class of 2024 junior commissioners sitting beside us starting next month. Thank you very much.
All right. I'm going to adjourn, but before we adjourn, I'm going to ask you all to please just stay in your seats. We've had someone from PBA wants to speak with us a few minutes about some technical issues with our equipment. So having said that, if we have no objection, I'm sorry, Commissioner, all right. If we have no objections, this meeting is adjourned.